Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Thursday, July 24th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trade your charts, not mine. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. That is our only session today, so do away with the. All right, crude is in its first trade of the morning in a short. Have a potential reversal to long right at the full stop, but it didn't quite get there, missed it by a tick. It's still short. Unleaded. Target 2 traders got it done. We've had first trade was right at 9 o'clock. No way to avoid that. Back and forth easily. Getting in sync with that. Ultimately went to a full stop out. 39 tick risk, 78 tick loss. So then we come to the short. That was good for 38 to target 1, 59 to target 2, and another 32 on the trailer. So 70 for target 1, leaving us down 9. Looking for another trade for target 1. Target 2, 59 and 32 is 91. And so we are 13 ticks positive there. So target 2 traders are power quitting. Target 1 traders in this short trade. Crude coming back down through the. That does cancel the short, or I'm sorry, the long. Pound Aussie. Yes. It's in sync with this. We wait at least 2, maybe 5 minutes after the unemployment report. So 8:35, and we do get in sync. That was entry at 474. We get a stop and reverse here at 486. So 12 pip risk times 5 positions. That's a 60 pip loss. We just hit target 3. So we move up to target 4. We took 2 positions at target 2, which was also our 12 tick minimum. So 24 pips there, 19 at target 3. That's 43, and we were down 60. Trailer at 48, currently at showing 484, but would be 487 because of the stop and reverse. We are in the market and triggering long on the soybeans chart. We have short on the YM, or possibly a get in sync short anyway. And target 1 on crude, so our stop will come down rather. That will be a power of quitting this morning. Stop at 65.97. Unleaded, getting target 1, so that's going to get target 1 traders positive as well. $46 ticks, so that's going to put you plus 35. I'll put target 1 traders plus 35. We have a trailer now at 751. Soybeans taking some heat. We've got and short trade goes too far. Even if we do get a hybrid mode kept us out of that. Trend indicator is still, and we did pick up a short on the micro Russell. Another small trade. That went for a target 3 win and a break even on the trailer. 5 ticks down from the entry. So that's win number 1 there. YM takes a full stop out on the short and then gives us a target 1 and a break-even stop. Now in another long. Definitely need this one. It's not going to be positive yet. That was too small, so that one goes to target 2, which is 22 ticks. And we go to target 3 on it. Actually, we did not. We just got a break even on that. Target 3 would have been our active target. There is money management on that YM trade. Almost target 4. And trailing stop moves up to 494 on the pound Aussie. Another 25 pips at target 4. Put us to 68. That's going to put us positive. Target 4 is 511. And we got the 510.3, so not quite there. There's 511. So that puts us positive. That will be the power quitting trade for the pound Aussie. Target 1 traders on unleaded down to 742. Crude getting really close to 10. There's target 2 at 75. So that's a 9 a.m. session win. That's me. Power quitting for crude on the 9 a.m. session. We pick up another break even. That's 4 ticks we've gotten. And our loss on this first trade was 34 times 2, 68. So we're down 64. There's another long trade. This one's 23 to target 1, so that's where it will be. That triggers in. All right. Pound Aussie moving up. Soybeans with a stop and reverse at the full stop. 1024 flat. And there it is. Reversing the short on soybeans. I would push that to 1029.5 for the stop. Give it a couple of ticks above the session high. YM taking heat. And another stop move on unleaded. I'm going to put unleaded up over top of crude. I like to keep crude available when I'm working with unleaded, but right now I need to look at micro NQ. 4 minutes after market open. I'm afraid no way to get away from that short trade. That's a full loss, or the long trade. That's a full loss. We then transition to the short, which is not looking much better right now. YM takes a full stop out. So as we said, pound Aussie stop moved up to 497. So that's 11 pips on the trailer right now. So we're plus 8 in hand and 11 on the trailer. So definitely going to be positive there. In the short on the micro NQ. And short on soybeans. YM is flat. That's another stop move on unleaded for target 1 traders. Down to 726. All right, move up to 498 on the pound Aussie trailer. 12 ticks on the trailer. That's at target 2 level. And unleaded, it stopped out. So that stopped out at money management level. Are they hit? Actually, that stopped out. Let's see, 726. Yeah, the stop remained at 726, but the entry was at 722. So we take 722 from 762 to 40 ticks on the trailer. So we end up 75 ticks positive for target 1 and only 13 ticks for target 2. That's the way the market worked today. Playing with a short, it's taking some heat. I am not having a good morning so far. Long trade on the micro NQ after a full stop out. That is 2 losses on the micro NQ. One more loss, up to 4 more trades. We're in a, let's see, that would have been a stop and reverse, so that would have adjusted. We're still in the long trade on the, I would still be in the long trade on the micro Russell. Big trade. Virtually certain that would be. Yeah, target 2 is going to be big enough for target 1 is definitely going to be now set. Oh, 70% of target 1 is going to be where we start trailing, so that's 70% of 2.5 points. $2.2. So we'll start trailing at 86.2, 86.3. And the micro NQ gets target 2. That's a win. We are at break even on the stop. Target 3 is our next goal. Micro NQ coming up, working its way up to session open. All right, we continue up. We're still in the original long trade. $86.3, so we will start trailing on the close of this bar. $84.6, so we'll be at 83.9. It's going to stay at 83.9, it looks like right now. Another stop move on the pound Aussie. Now we're at 13 pips on the trailer. We do start trailing micro NQ. 380.5. Just two ticks of risk on the micro Russell trade. We avoided the short because of the stop and reverse adjustment. And we do stop out for a 2-tick loss. I will take that as a break even, essentially. So I have a win and a break even. And we avoid, because of that, we avoided the full loss on the subsequent long. All right. We stop out on micro NQ. So 2 losses and a win. Slightly higher than target 1 for the stop out. Soybeans is short. And we stop out of the pound Aussie trade. 8 and 13 is 21 pips. And 1 and done, 2 and done actually. Micro Russell with a short trade set up. 82.4. There we go. So we need to go at 81.0. Yep, need to move down one. 81.0 for money management. There's money management. So this is going to be at least a break even. We're about to get a setup on the micro NQ if we close down here. Crude and unleaded. Crude is done with the 9 a.m. session. Unleaded's done for the morning. 10 a.m. session coming up in a little over 7 minutes. Soybeans pushing down towards session lows and our target one of 10.21 flat. Short trade on the micro NQ does trigger in. Target down below the 200 EMA. Our entry is a point or two above the 50 EMA, which is not great. So the stop and reverse ended up getting us a two-tick, only a two-tick. We didn't get the stop and reverse. The adjustment kept us out of the short. Ended up with a two-tick loss, or two-tick times 3 positions, a 6-tick loss. On the long, also kept us out of the subsequent long. So we avoided 2 losing trades with that stop and reverse adjustment. Actually 3. Instead of having a stop and reverse, we ended up with just a 6-tick, 2 ticks below the entry on multiple positions. Micro Russell getting very close to target, and Micro NQ is trying to push down the target as well. Micro NQ making money management, and there's target on the Micro Russell. So that is win number 2, trade number 3. Target 4 is our next goal there. And we are at break even. 82.3. 371 flat on Micro NQ. YM with another short trade. Full loss on the short there. Soybeans did set a new low, but still 2 ticks away from target. And the YM with the target 1. It's a win. Took us a while to get a win, but that's a good one. See where we go from here. Go to a dead break even on the trailer. so far. Next move down looks to be 46. Yeah, there it is, 46. And target 4 on the micro Russell. Micro Russell stop moves down to 81.6. And we stop out on the YM at 493. So let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trades. So YM is done. Not taking the long trade. We've got our 6. Micro NQ taking heat. Looks like it's very close to stopping out at 71 flat. Hasn't gotten there yet. And there it does. Micro NQ break even. So we have 2 losses, a win and a break even. 4 trades in. 2 wins and a break even on 3 trades for Micro Russell. And I counted that small loss as a break even. Given what it saved, what the stop and reverse adjustment saved us, definitely a break even. And less than 2 minutes to the 10 a.m. mini session on crude. Filtered trade. No get in sync. Yeah, that's a squeeze zone. All right, Micro Russell stops out. So Micro Russell and Micro NQ were both flat. Pound Aussie is done. YM is done. Losing session today on the YM. 9 a.m. session for crude is done. 10 a.m. is starting. Into our crude session. 10 a.m. Long trade does trigger in on Micro Russell. Two ticks. 84 flat. Regular target 3. Trade number 4. Crude leaving it behind, even though it's a filtered trade. And Micro Russell rather. Target 1. Need one more. There's target. There's money management. Entry set too high. 60. And there is our money management. $82.7. Soybeans still short. Micro Russell long, micro NQ flat, and soybeans is short. No crossover to work with to get us a new short on the micro NQ, so no trade there. Waiting for a 10 a.m. session trade on crude. And we do stop out on the micro Russell. So that's a break even. That's an intra bar, so it may continue to track. That would be a stop out. So that's 2 wins, 2 break evens. YM breaking out of its doldrums just after we get through our 6 trade max. Soybeans trying to push back down the session lows. We need 2 more ticks below that to get to target. All right, Micro Russell does, still hasn't closed the bar. Goes through the stop again. There's the bar close. Possible short trade on the Micro Russell coming. One, so 80.9. No, let's see. No, it's a 5. So 80.4 would be the entry. Three charts remaining. Actually 4, because we're waiting for a trade on crude for the 10 a.m. session. YM, unleaded, crude 9 a.m. and pound Aussie are all done. Pound Aussie, crude, and unleaded with positive power quitting. YM 6 trade max, PO power quitting, but it's going to be a losing session. All right, trade number 5 on the micro Russell short. And trade number 5 on the micro NQ is along. Right, maybe trade number 5 is along. So far it hasn't triggered in yet. Okay, we've got a, yeah, this is a little bit bigger trade than the micro Russell, but not big enough for target 2, or move with our target down to target 2. Still a goal at target 3. We will start trailing at 14 ticks this time. Target 1 for break even is going to be at target 1. We'll start trailing about 3 ticks above that. 78 or 79 flat. Crude has a short. I would probably adjust that down to 87 below the 20 SMA. Yeah, adjust that down to 87. All right, trade number 5 actually ends up being a short on the micro NQ. Triggers in. Long did not trigger. Target 2 and money management at target 1. Soybean still working. We're in the short. Down to, and we got down to 79.3. 79 flat would be our trailing point. So we'll start seeing a trailer once we close the bar below, at or below 79 flat. Micro NQ setting a new low. Working down toward money management, as is, in fact, yeah, okay, close of this bar will start trailing at about 81.3. right now, maybe 81.2. Have to kind of watch and see where that EMA ends up. Crude short trade is still valid. All right, we are at break even now, and the trailer is filling below break even, so 80.1 for the trailer. Trying to reach down to target 3 at 76.6. Got within 1. I would probably bring my target stop to target 2. 77.7. There's target 3. So we'll now go to target 4. And trailer this is win number 3. And we have win number 2. On the micro NQ. That one is also starting to trail. 320 3/4. Missed target 4 by okay. I would have taken target 3 off or target 4 off at target 3. We got within a tick and came back up, so that would be 2 target 3s as the winner. Now trailing at 78.6, but we ultimately get target 4 anyway. $78.1, $77.6. Micro NQ taking heat on the stop, 320 3/4. 77.6 for the micro NQ. Micro NQ stops out rather, and micro Russell stops out as well at 77.6. So 5 trades on the micro Russell, 4 on the micro NQ. No, I'm sorry, 5 on the micro NQ, I believe it is. Break even, win, loss, win, break even, win. So 2 wins, 2 losses, or break even on 5 trades. 1 trade remaining on the micro NQ. We avoided those 2 trades. That was a break even. Second win, break even. Third win. Got 1 more trade. after it's still in this trade. No, we did just stop out. So one more trade remaining on Micro Russell and the Micro NQ. Soybeans hit back up to the session open. 1023 and a quarter. Crude did trigger into the short, and that's a stop and reverse long at 11. Oh, wonderful. Comes up to 10. And it went through to 11 and all the way to money management and target 1 that quickly. Actually, we're going to move up. Excuse me. Stop at 12, but let's see. We moved up to 11, so 21 was our money management. So yeah, 11 ticks for target was our target 1. Move that up in a minute. Our target was right there. Target 2 at the session high. We triggered in and took a stop and reverse to 11. Our entry was at 88. So 12, 23, loss of 46. Just got 11. On target 1 and target 2, 31 will be 20, I believe. Yeah. So 30, only 31 ticks on offering on this trade. So we'll still be down at least 15. Micro NQ, final trade is long. Micro Russell flat. Crude is long. Micro NQ is long. And soybeans is flat. And I'm sorry, is short. Soybeans taking a full loss on the initial trade. It's 4 positions, so whatever ticks, 15 tick risk, so it's 15-point loss. Only a 1 tick adjustment. So target 1 is 3 points. Target 2 is 6 1/4. Target 3 is 7 points. No, yeah, 7 points. I'm sorry, 4 and 3/4 for target 2, 7 for target 3. That's what it should look like. Back to the entry on the micro NQ. This could be trouble there. And we stop out on the crude chart. So 12 ticks on that trade. Puts us down 34 with one trade to go. Crude testing the 20 simple moving average. Possible long trade in another bar. Close this one and another bar up will give us a long. Actually give us a yellow trade, I believe. One more. And give us an entry at the session high of 31. That's what it looks like right now. Let's see what happens. Yeah. And 65.99 for the stop. There it is. I would push that up to 32. Maybe even 33, but I think probably 32. If it were me. And a long trade on Micro Russell. That is trade number 6 for that trade plan. So that will be the final trade of the morning. On this one, need another 2 ticks for money management. 79.5. Micro NQ still in the long trade. Soybeans back up to the entry already. That's not good. Trend mode indicator still moving down, so hopefully we'll find some resistance above. Money management on the Micro Russell. No losses today on the Micro Russell. 2 break evens. Is it 1 break even and 1 loss? No, 2. Yeah, 2 break evens. 3. Well, at this point, it's 3 break evens and 3 wins. We still could get a win on this one. Crude is long. Triggered in even with the adjustment. Micro NQ still trying to work up through the 50 EMA. Finding some resistance there. Crude setting a new session high at 34. There's our break-even stop at 78.3 on Micro Russell. And that's a break-even stop out for the final trade. 3 wins, 3 break-evens on the Micro NQ, or Micro Russell rather. Micro NQ has 2 wins, 2 losses, and a break-even so far, and it's in its final trade. All right, micro NQ or micro Russell is done. Micro NQ is in its final trade. Crude is in its final trade. Soybeans is the only chart that's going to have could have any additional trades, and it probably would need additional trades, even if it. Well, I don't know. We lost 15 points. What did I say? We've got 12, 19, and 27 on offering, so that's 3, 4 3/4, 6 3/4, 7 3/4, 13, 14 and a half. Yeah, we can get even. We could get even or slightly positive on this trade, but it's going to have to do some work. It's going to have to set some significant new lows. And there we go. Micro NQ making break even, pushing toward target. There is target. So that is going to be win number 3. 3 wins, 2 losses, and a break even on the morning. This win could get considerably bigger. Next goal to target 3. Crude still hanging around the entry, as is soybeans. Another successful trade on Mount Aussie, not one we're participating in. Not quite high enough on the micro NQ to start trailing, but almost. Stop and reverse exit. That is going to be at 66.12. So we remain in the long. We'll have to track it manually. Soybeans starting to move downward again. Went up and tested the 20 SMA, which is also the trend indicator. Okay, nothing really has changed much. Still in the long trade on crude. Micro NQ is done, or Micro Russell is done. Micro NQ is in its final trade. Crude trying to push back up to the entry. New long trade. And we'll keep the reduced risk on that. And the stop for the new trade is right where the entry would have been for the stop and reverse, so it would be the exit of this trade. So where is it going? There's a push, touching the session high, 34. Let's see if it pushes on. Micro NQ trying to push up higher as well. Micro Russell and the YM both seem to be trying to push upward a little bit. Soybeans slowly coming down. Very slow movement this morning on soybeans. Well, we pick up a couple of ticks on our session high on crude. We got 36. And we're trailing on the micro NQ. That's an important step. 345 flat for the trailer. Not just the break-even stop anymore, but just a tick or two below the target 1 level. And crude backing off of the session high again, testing the 20 SMA. William and the micro Russell continuing to try to push. Micro NQ, not so sure. And soybeans coming back up toward the entry. Long wait on this. There's target 3 on the micro NQ. This one's a solid winner. That will definitely take care of the 2 losses, so this is going to be a positive session. The question is, where is it going from here? Crude doesn't look like it's going to resolve anytime soon. $350.5 on the micro NQ stop. Crude's drifting up slowly. A lot of back and forth. It's like finding support mostly at the 20 simple moving average. You've also got 50 close below that. So the YM trade stopped out. Pound Aussie trade stopped out, neither one of which we're participating in. Crude testing the 20 again. Crude trying to get back to the entry. Soybeans getting within the tick of its original entry again. Micro NQ trying to decide if it's going to continue up or not. Okay, crude back to the entry. Soybeans at the session entry or session open. See if anything happens around the 11 o'clock hour. If not, I think it'll be about time to call it a morning. All right, micro NQs moving up a little bit. Stop to 359 flat. Getting really close to target 4. Let's see, 4 is 381 and 3/4. We got within 1 point. Got within 4 ticks. Soybeans seemingly rejected it slightly below the 20 again. Maybe another down push. Crude right around the 20 SMA. Trailer up beyond target 2 on micro NQ. And another stop and reverse exit. This time at 17. And we're out. Crude is done. Micro NQ and soybeans are all that remain. There, micro NQ hits target 4 at 11 o'clock. So micro NQ, all that remains is the trailer, 361 and 3/4. Now let's see if soybeans makes a push here. I'll give it a minute or two. And there's a down bar. Start back up here. I'm going to call it a morning. Pound Aussie just, not pound Aussie. Micro NQ, 364 and a half. Targets 2, 3, and 4. Trailer up almost to target 3 now. And soybeans going nowhere, so I believe I'm going to call it a morning. Looks like we may have a slow drift upward on micro NQ, but that's the last trade there, which would leave just soybeans. So at this point, I'm going to call it a morning and say goodbye, and we'll see everybody next week. Regular schedule. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the U.S. Wednesday, crude oil inventory report at 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. So we'll see everybody next week. Hey, everybody, have a good one.